Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Clay Loves Logic, where on this channel I solve logic-based Sudoku puzzles I find interesting. Pretty tired today, so we'll see how this goes. I filmed a few already. It's been a long weekend, but I am in a good mood tonight. I'm feeling good, and I want to try another puzzle. This is a 3-star, so it might be a little out of my skill level, but there's some rules I think I'm particularly good at and coloring, so I think I'll have a good handle on it. As always, I'll put the link to this puzzle in the description of today's video, but with that in mind, let's turn our attention to the rules. This is the Meretricious puzzle by HalfBakedLunatic, aka David Workman. Normal Sudoku rules apply. You have to have the digits 1 to 9 in every 3x3 box, in every row, and in every column. We have German whispers on the green lines. German whispers have to differ by at least 5. If this cell is a 2, this would have to be a 7, 8, or 9. So would this. There's some tricks about German whispers we'll get into when if and when it becomes relevant, which I'm sure it will. Purple lines are Ren bands, so a set of contiguous digits in any order. So 2, 4, 3, for example. 7, 8, 9, but it doesn't have to be in order. Red lines are palindromes, so they have to be read the same forward and backwards. So these two cells are the same. These two cells are the same. These two cells are the same, so on and so forth. And then we have digits in cells separated by a black dot must be in a 2-to-1 ratio, which is your standard black crop key dot rule, i.e. if this is 2, this is 4, this is 8, something like that. But we have a negative constraint in this puzzle on the crop key dots. So that means nowhere else can you have that. So these two digits here could not be, this could not be, for example, 2 and a 4. That would not be allowed because there's no black dot indicating we can do that. So we will not. Those are the rules of the puzzle, and let us get into it. First thing I want to look at here is going to be these. Anytime you see crop key dots like this, with more than one, then you know they have to be from the digits 1, 2, 4, and 8. And then the central digit is never 1 or 8, because if the central digit's 1 or 8, you would need to repeat digits. If this is 2, that means this is 1 and 4. If this is 4, this is 2 and 8. If this was 1, you'd have to have double 2s. So, and actually, knowing that this is a Renban line is already interesting for the case of this being 2. If this is 2, what do you have to have on either side of it? You have to have 1 and 4. If you have 1 and 4 on any side of this crop key dot, what do you put on this Renban? If this is 2, you'd have to put 1, 2, 3, or 2, 3, 4, either of which is not possible if this is in fact a 2, which it is not. It's a 4. So, these are now not 1, nor are they 4. This is a 2-8 pair, which means the Renban is, well, it's either 3, 4, 5, or it's 4, 5, 6. But what it's certainly not is 2, 3, 4. That's not possible. Okay, so now this is going to have the same principle, actually. Because this is 3 in the same box, and none can repeat, the central one has to be from 2 or 4, right? And imagine this is 1. What do you put here? Double 2s. Doesn't work. If this is 8, you'd have to put double 4s. Doesn't work. So because you can't put 4 here now, this needs to be a 2, and it'll be flanked by 1s and 4s. And actually, we can solve that just... There's a few different ways we could. 1, there's a 4 in here already, but 2, we couldn't have a 4 on a German whisper. You'd have to have double 9s. So one of the things about German whispers is they're monogamous. Well, 4s are monogamous digits. If you have a 4 on a German whisper, it has to be beside a 9. Because if you add 5 to 4, you get 9. If you subtract 5, you get -1, which is not a valid Sudoku digit. So you have to have 9s beside them. The other little takeaway here is 6s are monogamous too. If you have a 6 on a German whisper, you can only put a 1 beside it. Yeah, so that's that. Well, this is now interesting because there's going to be 2 doubly digits here. But we can't have a 1, 2, or a 4 here. And when you look at these, the only options you have are 1, 2, 4, 3, 6, and 8. So 1 and 2, 2 and 4, 4 and 8, anything like that. 3 and 6. So if you can't have 1, 2, or 4 in the bottom, one of these is 8 with a 4 on top. And then there's 3, 6 in any order. But does that do anything? No, it doesn't. Let me pause this really quick. 1 second. Uh, 1 sec. I just have to pause this very, very briefly. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. We are back. Now, the first thing I can tell you is this is not a 6. Because with the way that these German whispers work, they always alternate in polarity, right? So if one digit's low, the next two digits have to be high. And then, if this is low, and so is this. So this just simply can't be a 6. Its only option is 3 or 4. And if this is only 3 or 4, this is never 3. Now, the fact that this is only 3 or 4 means that this cell is only 8 or 9. This could be 6, 7, 8, or 9, and this could be 1, 2, 3, or 4. But actually, it can't be 2 or 4 because of this. So because this is here, now it doesn't really matter whether it starts on 1 or it starts on 2. It'll always have a 2 and a 4 on it, won't it? It's either 1, 2, 4, or it's 2, 4, 8. So either way, you can't have a 2 or a 4 here. So this is simply just 1 or 3. Now, let us think about this Renban, and let us think about this. So the next thing I can tell you, if this, well, for starters, there's no 1 on this, because 1 would double to a 2, and you can't have a 1 on a Renban. We can't have a 2 here. So this is 1, 2, 4, 2, 4, 8, 4, 8, 4, 2. So this isn't 4 anymore, right? It couldn't be. If this is 4, this would need to be 2. This would need to be 1. 8, 4, 2 still works in either direction. 4, 2, 1 works. 2, 4, 8. Okay, sure. So the next thing is this has to be 3, 6, doesn't it? Because 2 and 4 are spoken for here. And once 2 and 4 are spoken for, then you can't do much else. You can't have 1, 2, you can't have 2, 4, you can't have 4, 8. This is a 3, 6 pair. That means this is a 4 and this is an 8. And then this is a 3, 6 pair. So there's no 8 here anymore. And there's no 4. So now this digit here is 3, 6. And we can see now, because of the palindrome, these are the same color. So this is a different digit. This is the same as this, and this is that, right? Because if this is the same digit and it's either 3 or 6, this is only 3 or 6. It has to be the other one. Sorry about that. Was responding to a text. Let me think now. Because this is 4, this has to be 9. The second that that's 9, this can't be 9 anymore. But let's pay attention to this red band, because what do we do about this? There's always going to be a 2 and a 4 on this, no matter how you slice it. So could this ever be a 2? It could, actually. Well, 2, 4, 8. It could, because this could be a 1. Yeah, that's fine. And that might be correct. I mean, I don't want to say for sure, because this could be 8, 7, 6. 3, 4, 5 would be fine. Okay, so there's quite a few things we can do about that. Yeah, there's quite a few things we can do about that. So let us turn our attention to well, what should we think about now? What should we think about now, actually? I usually like to color palindromes, but I just got moving so good at this puzzle, there just wasn't really a need to. But the next thing I can tell you is this orange digit won't be in this row, and it won't be in this column. And it won't be, it could be here on the palindrome. It could be in the middle. I was going to say it has to be here, but it could be in either of those two spots. Yeah, that's true. That is fine. Okay. So now the next thing I can tell you is if we look at this 3, 6 pair, we need a 3 and a 6 here. And they both have to be in this section in here. So they're just in those spots. That's 3 and 6. Now we're going to have some sort of 1, 2, or 2, 4, or 4, 8. But this is 4. 4 and 8 are already spoken for here. Oh, so that's never 8. Oh, okay. So 1, 2, 4, or 2, 4, 8. This is never 2 anymore. The second this isn't 2, this Renban's never a 1, right? Because it's either 3, 4, 5, 8, 7, 6, and that's it. That's all the options are. Yeah, that's it. Cool. Okay, great. So now let's turn our attention to this German whisper, because this is 1 and 2. So these digits are 7, 8, and 9. Well, this one is just 7, 9, because it can't be 6 or 8. And then this one, it can't be 6, but it could be 8. It can't be 9. So this is 7 or 8. And then these two digits are low again. But this one is only from 1 or 3. And if it's 3, it's 10, and 10 is 3. Unsure. But then this low digit, it's only 1 or 2. Yeah. All right. Now this palindrome, well, it can't be 1, 2 because we have a 1, 3 pair in this box. It could be 2, 4. And it could be 4, 8, but that's all it could be. It couldn't be 3, 6. And then this is a palindrome with this digit. So this digit is 2, 4, 8. And then it has a 2-to-1 ratio with this digit, which cannot be a 4 or an 8. So this digit is only a 1, 2, which means this digit's only a 2, 4. So there's not an 8 there anymore. And 2, 4 still works to 2, 4, 8. But what can I tell you now? We have either 1, 2 or 2, 4, but either way, we always have a 2. So this is not 1, 2. This is not 2, 4. It could be 4, 8 only if it's in this order, or it's 3, 6 without restriction. And then what do we do now? Well, one thing to ask ourselves. No, 7 can go in lots of places still. But maybe it's worth considering, more of these 3s and 6s, because this certainly couldn't be a 3 or a 6. Neither could this, which means this is not a 3 or a 6. This is not a 3 or a 6. This is not a 3, 6. This is not a 3, 6. This is not a 3, 6. So there's no 3, 6s on this palindrome. Obviously, these ones aren't either. This one is the only one that could be. And then this can't be 3, 6, can it? It can't, because if it was, these two would always have a 2-to-1 ratio. So this is just a 1, 2, 4, 8 in some order. Unsure which. Oh, that's interesting. Hey, look, we need a 1 in one of these two spots. So whichever one is an 8 will be beside the 1, because we can't have a 1 beside a 2. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, and then I guess, well, I'm just actually trying to think, where should I turn my attention to next? Uh, oh, this couldn't be a 3, could it? This has to be a 1. Because if this is a 3, it has a 2-to-1 ratio with this, because it can't be the same digit. This is just a 1 now. And that makes this a 3, and that makes this an 8. And now this is a 2, and this is an 8. So this is a 1, and this is not a 1. Nice. Awesome, actually. This now is a 1, because it can't be 2. So, what do we need here now? 1. So we need a 2 somewhere that's not there. Oh, look at that. We have a naked single by a Sudoku. This is 2. So what are these? These are going to be 5 and 9, aren't they? No, sorry, 5, 7, and 9. They have 3 options. 5, yes, 5, 7, and 9, no restrictions. This is a palindrome digit to this digit. So this is 5, 7, or 9. And I'm just gonna color them the same really quick, just so I don't forget. I can blue's pretty ugly. Let's make it like purple, just so I remember I can come back to it later. Um, One second. Sorry. Okay, gang, we're back to it. And now I want to think about what. The truth is, I don't know. I guess, you know, yeah, I actually don't know what I want to think about. I can't make progress on this German whisper yet, I don't think. This palindrome, maybe? Or this palindrome, maybe? What digits do we need down here? Because we have, this is just 5, 7, 9, isn't it? Because we have a 1, 2 pair and a 3, 6 pair. Yeah, look at that. These are 5, 7, and 9. And that makes this digit 5, 7, 9. And that makes this digit 5, 7, 9. And now I'm going to color my 5s, 7s, and 9s. Because this 5, 7, 9 is certainly not the same as this one. Now, this one could be purple, so I'm not going to color it yet. But what is important is this one is distinctly not purple. And now, the purple 579 is not down here. So it is one of these 2 digits. And that is going to put purple precisely here, which is going to put purple there, which is going to remove that ability to be purple. And why can't this be? Yeah, so purple is not 9 anymore. Purple is only 5 or 7. Helpful. This is a good puzzle. Man, Half-Baked Lunatic. David Workman. Super, super good puzzle. I'm thoroughly enjoying myself. Just logical, just flowing nicely. A 5 or a 7 is not here or here. This is a purple digit. Now the purple digit has to just be down here. And then we'll need a purple digit. Well, that's beautiful, actually. Look at that. Where do you put a purple digit in this box now? We don't put it here or here or here or here. This is purple, and it's 5 or 7. That forces a purple to be, oops, I should half color that. Sorry, I almost got ahead of myself. That forces a purple digit to be precisely here or here. Okay. Well, so where's the last 579 now? This one here, let's color it green. So this green 579, it might be less interesting, I think. I think it probably will be. But I will, put it in for now anyways. One thing that is interesting is, one of these 2 digits is blue. And then I guess, really, I guess the next question is, where do you even, oh, I don't want to get ahead of myself. Have I made a mistake? No, not yet, because I only have 1 9 placed. I was about to make a mistake, because I was going to say now, where do you put a blue digit in this row? Thinking, it can't be here, but potentially 9 is blue. So it could be in one of those 2 spots. 9 could be blue. We mustn't forget that fact. Because we don't have any 5, 7s, or 9s placed except for this one. And we know that purple's not 9. We've proven that. But blue could be. So that's what we'll do. Blue's not here now. Again, blue could be 7. So blue could be here. And actually, well, blue is 5, 7, or 9, and it's not here or here. Look at that. This is blue. Oh, no. This one's blue. Sorry, this is not a palindrome. But where do you put the blue digit here? This is blue. That makes this not blue anymore, and it makes this blue. This is 5, 7, or 9, and it's blue. But blue is not 5 anymore, actually. So blue is only 7 or 9. Okay. Let me consider the following thing. What remaining digits do we need to place? I don't know yet because I haven't called. But you know what? We do have to put a tan digit somewhere down here. In fact, these 3 digits now are just purple, orange, and tan, aren't they? So orange, tan, and that's it. Yeah, that's that. That's that. So this is only 3 or 6. And then we need one more 3 or 6 in here. So what do we need? 3, 6, 5, and 7. And so the blue digit's up here. We need a green digit. Well, actually, there you go. One of these is green. Yeah, one of those is green. Green has the potential to be 9 as well. So one of these is green. All right. Let me think about where blue goes here. One of 2 positions. Yes, and this is the central digit of the palindrome, so it's fine. Green goes in one of 3 positions. Okay, sure, that's right. What about green here now? A few different spots. Yeah, well, no, actually, it doesn't go here because green can only go here. So this can't be green, and this is a palindrome where these digits are the same. So this is not green. Green is in one of 2 positions, and that is interesting, certainly. What can I tell you about this now? Well, we know it's not 3, 6. So it will be of the 1, 2, 4, 8 variety. So if it's 1, 2, it's only 1, 2 in that capacity because of this one. If it's 2, 4, there are no restrictions to how it's composed. If it's 4, 8, the 8 is here. So that is it. We have 1, 2, 4, and 2, 4, 8. And that means there's never mind. So we have 1, 2, 4, 8. We need one more of those digits somewhere. And we must be careful and think about things here. And I want to ask what question? Let me think of a question to ask, and then I will ask it. Can this be 8? If this is 8, this has to be 2, this has to be 4. And then this is 4, and this is 2. And now this has to be a 3, 6 pair. But what is this now? Anything, I think? Yeah, okay. I think that still works. Well, and then if this is 2 and 4, yeah, this is 1, 2, 4. Yeah, okay, sure. I just had to see it. I just had a hard time thinking about whether or not that actually did work, but it does. It does work. So what do I want to think about now? We need a 1 somewhere over here. It's not going to really be tough to do. Wow, there you go. That's been staring me down. Look at this beautiful thing. Because we have the 1s on either end of this German whisper. Boy, I hope I didn't think that that was a palindrome and fill it in incorrectly. But anyways, none of these can be 1, and neither are these. This is a 1. This is 1, 2, 4, actually. What is that going to do for us, you ask? That is going to do this. This is a 2. This is a 4. Yeah, this is no longer a 1. So this is, well, this could still be anything. Okay, sure. Sure, I accept that. Mostly probably correct. 1s are not here. Is this a 1? Maybe. Oh, and this is a palindrome. So that's a 4 then. This is no longer a 4, but neither is this. This is not an 8 anymore. And there's not a... Oh, there might be an 8 on this. In fact, does there have to be now? 1, 2, or 2, 4? No, this is still 3, 6, and then the 8 could go somewhere else. That's fine. Okay, sure. Sorry, 1 sec. I do need to respond to this. Sorry, 1 sec. All right, we're back. We're so back. What do we need here? We got a whole bunch of digits. In fact, there's only 3 left. One of them's a 1, and the 1 is not here. So there's a 1 in precisely one of 2 places, which we put a 1 here, which is fine. But this 1 is only in one of 2 places here. And then we just need whatever the heck. Let's see. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, we're going to need the green of the 5, 7, 9, but what else? 8? 8's the other thing. Yeah, and the 8's not here because that's a 2-to-1 ratio with the 4, which is not allowed. So the 8's either here or here. So that's it. It's 1, 8, and green. And this is not green, so this is a 1, 8 pair. Now a 1, 8, no, it's not a 1, 8 pair, it's a palindrome. It's either 1 or 8, which will remove this one's ability to be whatever these are. Okay. Excuse me, sorry. So what do we need here? We need 5, 7, 9, 8. So blue, green, 8. Yes. Okay. Well then. Oh, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, what's next? What's the next little nugget for me? Well, maybe it's in the form of where a 2 actually can go in this box. That's going to be it, isn't it? Look at that. So the 2's not up here because of this 2. Now, if this is an 8, where do you ever put a 2? You can't put a 2 here. If you put a 2 here, this is a 1 to 2 ratio. We're not allowed. So this has to be the 2. It's the only spot you can actually put the 2. And this one here now, this can't be an 8. So the 8 is somewhere up here. Yeah, and then that forces this to be a 4, and it forces this to be a 2. And now this is no longer 4, 8. This is a 3, 6 pair. Yeah, excellent. So we do need a 2 and a 4 down here. And we can see we have 2, 4 in the middle. So look at that, actually. That's even nicer. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. There's a 2, 4 here and a 2, 4 here. None of these can be 2, 4, nor can this. These 2 digits are only 2 and 4. And this one is therefore not 8. It doesn't reduce what this is. This could still be anything. But it'll be interesting because of this 2 to 1, right? If this is 2, this has to be 8. If this is 4, this has to be 1. Any other way, and you're having a relationship that we're not allowed to have. Okay, well now, again, we need, well, no, I already had that thought in the fact that we need an orange digit somewhere up here, but this could be the orange digit. There's nothing saying that it's not 3. All right. Well, the next question is where does a 1 go? Not here. Not here because of this one. And not here because there need to be a Kropke dot for that to be allowed. So we actually get a digit for free, which is helpful. I mean, it's not the most helpful, but what is true, here's a thought I hadn't considered now. Now that we've placed this one, we need a blue digit somewhere in this row. And blue, remember, is 7 or 9, so it's none of these. There's a blue digit in this box, so it's not there. And then we have blue digits here and here. So this digit is the only digit that could be blue. That is, in fact, a 7 or a 9. And that will give us a blue flash somewhere here. Now what? What about in this row? Now where does a blue digit go? None of these. Could be this one. Or this one. Those are the only two options with which you could place a blue digit now. And then in this row, here or here, the only places you could put a blue digit. Yes, here, 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 anywhere here, there. Okay, sure. We 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have most of our 2s, don't we? Oh yeah, because we have the 2-4 pair here. And then we're going to need a 2 some. Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting that we need a 2 in one of those spots, because now the question is, there's almost always going to be a 2 here. 1, 2, 2, 4. I mean, it's just, but if it's not, then it's what? 4, 8. Okay, that works. If this is 4 and 8, this could be 2. That's not a 2-to-1 ratio that we can't have. 4, 8, 2, 1, 1. Yeah, that would be fine. We need 3 digits here. We need green and 6. Well, that's one thing I hadn't considered, is these digits being side by side is also not. I mean, I can think about it, but what I'm saying is this is not 6 anymore. It's a little deduction, but it is true. So we're left with, I mean, I don't really know if there's much to do with that, honestly. There's much of a takeaway, because, I mean, what it does mean is that this peach digit's restricted. Actually, that gives us a digit, doesn't it? Because this tan digit, right? We can't have tan on either side of the orange. That's a relationship we're not allowed to have. And also not there, and this can't be it. So this is actually a tan digit. It's 3 or 6. Okay. And now we're gonna get a 6. I don't know what color it is, but we're gonna get a 6 by way of all of the possible 3 and 6s in this row, in these 2 rows, being taken care of in these 2 boxes. That means we need a 3 and a 6 up here. And we know we can't have it beside each other. So this is a 6. Wow. That is interesting. All right. 5, 7, 8, and 9. Or should we keep going with the 3s and 6s? What's more interesting? What will yield? Oh, well, the 6, we don't have to look any further. We get a 3 and a 6 because of this one. And that gives us 3 here, doesn't it? We still don't know what color it is, unfortunately, but now this can't be a 3. And what does that say? Once this can't be a 3, nothing, because this could still be 3, 4, 5. That still works. Yeah, that still works, and it's fine. Okay. 5, 7, 9. So what's the last of purple, right? We need 5, 7, 9, 6. So this one, well, we know everything that it can be. It's either purple or it's 6. Oh, and if it's purple or it's 6, it's only 5, 6, or 7. Okay. So that tells us that this or this are the only options to place a 9 in that box. Um, these two digits are just 5, 6, or 7. Going down here, we're going to just have 5, 6, 7, and 9, of which this is not 6, and this is, oh, look at that. 5, 6. Who'd have thought Sudoku would be the thing that lets us place a 6 here? And what does 6 represent? Well, 6 is not green, because green is 5, 7, or 9. Oh, that gives us a color, or that gives us all of these. Those are all 3. So 3 is tan. So this are 6s. Well, that is a nice deduction to make. That is a nice deduction to make because what does that do for us in the grand scheme of things? Well, it lets us eliminate the peach color. And then we have to have a peach color somewhere in this box. And better yet, we know that it's just simply a 3. This is now a 3. So this is not green. It is, in fact, peach. But better yet, this is now green, and that's it. It's not orange. It's fully just green. I don't want to say that green is 9 yet because I think it could be 7, but this digit here, this is not 6 anymore. This is purple, and purple is 5. So not this one, and not these yet. Everything else is 5. This one's not purple anymore. This is purple. This is 5. This digit now is not 5. So it's not purple. Oh, so it's 6. And then we just have 7, 9. Nice. So green is not 5 anymore. So we have a 7, 9 pair by way of. Oh, and this is not 6 either. And it's not 5. Oh, this is 7. Yeah, so we have a 7, 9 pair in our blues and greens. So yeah. Oh, this is really coming along. This is really coming along. This is not 5 anymore, we can tell. Maybe we should just look at digits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, we have all of our 5s. How are we on 6s? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We should be able to solve 6s now, right? Because well, there's just we can actually. We can. Oh, that's awesome. We can solve 6s because we need 6s here and here. This can't be a 6, it's beside a 3. This is a 6. So this is a 3, so this is a 6. And let us just, you know, we've come so far with the colors. You know what? We can award the solved digits. Oops. We can award the solved digits the colors they deserve. Um, oh man, this is fun. It's a great puzzle. Okay. So what do I know now? This is what is this digit? Why do I just have an 8? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is just 7, 8, or 9. And this one is not 7. So 7, 8, 9. And yeah, this is not 7. This is not 5. Oh, so this is a 7. Oh, yeah, this is a 7-9 pair, which means it's blue and green. Um, what are these digits now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And this is not 9. This is not 7. Now, 8. I don't know a ton about how 8 operates yet. But what are these? Because neither of these are 8. I feel like it's just going to be, well, let's see. 1, 5, 6, 1, 7, and 9. That's it. Now, can I eliminate any from them? If this is 7 or 9, it's only green. But it doesn't have to be green. It could be 1. And then this is fine. This could be anything. We're so close to this puzzle. We really should be able to figure it out. Well, I mean, we will solve it. We should be able to figure it out pretty quickly. There'll be a 4 in one of these two spots. Yeah, this is not a 4 anymore because of this 4. Or a 2. This is 1 or 8. Oh, and actually, look at that. This is a 2-4 pair. Oh, and it has the same operation, doesn't it? Where, these have to alternate. Yeah, that's interesting. Okay. So what are these now? Well, one could be, well, actually, one can't be in either of these spots because of that. So one is only here or here. This is, yeah, this is a 1, 7, 9. So what is this? Not 1, 2. Could be, in fact, this is a 3. Look at that. This is a 3 just by Sudoku. That's been available for a while because it's a naked single. So this is just going to be 7 and 9 because it can't be. This is a. Oh, it's not a 179 triple. Yeah, no, never mind. Because in fact, we could put an 8. This is a 789. That's true. This is a 2-4. That's true in the sense that, well, this could be 8. And then this is 789, isn't it? Well, actually, this is 7-9 because it can't be an 8 because it's beside a 4. So it's 7-9 and it's green. And this is not green. Neither of these are green. This is green, so it's not 8. So we have to find a different home for 8. But what that tells us is this is in fact 8. So this is not 8, and it's not blue, so it's green. And now this is not green, this is blue. This is not blue, this is green. This is not blue anymore. In fact, this is green, and green is either 7 or 9. And now, of course, we know that green is 7 because it cannot be 9. So let's color this quickly. This is not green anymore. This is not blue. Let's color our 7s. And let's color on, oops. Let's color the 9s that we've earned. I'm sorry, 1 second. Okay, sorry. So this is 7. We gotta have all our 7s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We gotta be able to solve our units now. Yeah, this is not 9. This is this one. This is 9. Do we have all our 9s? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Almost. This one can't be blue. So this is blue, and it is in fact 9. And let's give it the color it deserves because we have earned that. This is now 8. This is now 8. These two digits, I am really shocked to think that they could still be 1 or 8. This will be the last thing we have to disambiguate, I guess. This is a 1. That'll do it. Yeah, because it can't be 7 or 9. So that's 1. That's 8. That makes this 8. That makes this 1. That makes this 2. This is 4. This is 4. This is 2. This is 1. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yay, congrats. The puzzle is solvable without remembering the negative constraint of the black dots, but much easier to solve if you did remember. I did remember, and it was very helpful to know. I did like this puzzle. 96 people have solved it in 12.6 hours. This puzzle won't be up for 4 or so days on my channel. I suspect it'll have many more solves by then, but it is a fun puzzle and it does deserve them. I hope everyone enjoyed the video. Consider subscribing if you liked it. Thanks, everyone, and catch you on the next one.